Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video, and we got a controversial one today and a helpful one. So a lot of people don't want to do this Dino because it's overpriced. The cost of the SBC, if you buy out the whole thing, is technically more expensive than the Dino on the market. A lot of people think it's bad value, too many teams, yada yada. All that aside, this video is going to show you if you do want to grind it or trying to figure out if it is even possible for you to, how to do that. So we're going to walk you through the steps, a bunch of different things you can do. By the end of this video, you can kind of make up for your own self, if you don't have the coins to buy them, how you could potentially grind towards them or if that's possible. So if you do enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get it. All right, let's kind of analyze the situation. So if this SBC isn't for you, you probably have enough coins to buy the Dino on the market. So if you have enough coins, you don't necessarily need to do this. If you are someone who is not going to be able to play FIFA Ultimate Team for about 5 to 10 hours per week, that's each week, a little more than probably an hour a day, this method is probably not going to be for you because it's a lot of different things. If you like touching grass or speaking to women, having a social life, maybe this isn't for you, especially if you're getting it done within the next couple of weeks rather than waiting 2 months, because by that point, we are going to be towards the end of July. Are you even going to be playing FIFA during July? So those are the main things to think about. Also, too, the things I'm going to show you here, it's not going to be the full price of the SBC. So even though the SBC costs around 4 million, I'm going to show you how you can take millions off of this just by using a bunch of untradables, doing a menu grind, bunch of different things. I would say low end, you should have at least 1 million coins if your goal is to not get a full team done, potentially buy out cards here and there to help you. Especially if you think you can go the full 60 days, you're going to be cutting it close towards the end. Having some liquid coins will bail you out because we don't want you to be in a situation where you get a lot of the teams done, but don't end up finishing the SBC. So those are more disclaimers. If you still want to see if you can grind this, keep watching. All right, if you're still watching, let's get started with the steps. So step number 1, you need some sort of menu grind that you can consistently do throughout the week, regardless of what's out. And that's going to be the Premium Mixed League Upgrade. I'm going to have a video of that in the description. A lot of you, if you're around the channel, you already know what the video is. If you're newer or you haven't watched yet, give it a watch. We show you how you can do this SBC, whether for break even, a little bit of a loss, or even for profit. This is going to be the base that gives you a ton of boards, a ton of walkouts, potentially team of seasons, but most importantly, a lot of golds that are going to keep you doing this over and over and over again. So go watch that video if you haven't. Off of that, what you're going to do is a lot of these cards that are 80 to 82 rated, kind of in that zone. You can choose to use them for the League SBC if they're needed for some of those teams like the Prem and La Liga. You need a little bit higher of a rating, but especially the off-league ones, you want to offload those into the 81 plus Team of the Week upgrade. This is untradeable. You get 1 through 26 weeks. Any of those Team of the Weeks. There are, I believe, 120 plus that are 86 rated and above. So you got tons of walkouts you can potentially get. All you need is an 81 rated team. Again, 80 to 82s, chuck them in here. Very easy to do. Another way you can get those pretty simply if you wanted to do like bronze pack method, work your way up to the prime bronze upgrade, get your silver rares from there, and then chuck them in the prime silver upgrade. This gets you 6 common gold players. 2 things that are good with this one specifically, you can get team of the season cards if they have a base silver rare or base gold common in there, which is nice. But also too, in these packs, you get a lot of high 70 rated cards, low 80s that are perfect for that 81 rated that you can put into the team of the weeks. And then you can get a lot of, like we just said, a lot of boards and walkouts from these team of the week packs, which will give you more fodder over time. Now, what is this going to do? You're going to get a lot of boards, walkouts, maybe some low-end stuff, but probably not 92 plus rated stuff that's going to help you get these teams done. Now, me personally, I didn't really have to buy anything here. This was basically a bunch of the team of seasons that I packed, a bunch of SBC cards that had high ratings like Ozil, those icon SBCs that come out. I do almost every single one, so I had a bunch of 90 pluses there. That allowed me to get a lot of these teams done. But if you are lacking that fodder, something that you can do every single day / every single week is check the live section of the market to see what SBCs are coming out. EA gives a bunch of different team of the season SBCs. Some are more expensive than the others. You also get a lot of like player of the months for different leagues. I would go through the teams and see kind of which ones are good value. Malin's good value in my opinion. He's a decent rating. Grifo is a 92 rating, so this one will help you a lot with that team. Just looking at these things, doing the top league team of the season upgrade and doing the smaller one as well. Those aren't going to be super big teams. requirement. I think it was like an 84 and then maybe like an 85 one for the Bundesliga one this time around. Was it? No, it was an 86 and an 83. But still, the lower end cards you can put in here and potentially pack something that's higher than 90 rated, higher than 92. These are going to be really good ways of potentially getting new fodder outside of your typical like weekend league where you're getting red picks and stuff, your normal pack luck. There's a bunch of different things you can do as well. So let's start going through some different kind of like gameplay ones or objectives you can keep an eye on. First and foremost, go to squad battles. Squad battles, people don't always check here. A lot of people don't know you can get team of the seasons from this, and you don't need to do a lot of grinding. If you're all the way up here, you could get potentially good stuff. We're not caring about that. You should get every single week at least silver 2. 60% of people do it. You don't need a lot of points. You can do this in like a game or two very easily. But make sure by the end of the week you are at silver 2. This gives you a max of 90 team of the season. Do this every single week. You could get a ton of cards that are close to 90 rated, if not 90 rated. That's going to help you a lot with a lot of those 90 sections. Now, if you're doing stuff outside of just squad battles and you're doing other gameplay, you're most likely getting a bunch of objectives done too. Make sure you guys are checking to see if you're getting challenges done in terms of like the TOTW card, or when you're watching this, there might be different objective cards out here. See if you're going to be playing squad battle games, if you can get a couple different things going at the same time. Some of these you'll see that there's team of the season cards in there. Some of them it's player packs. At the end, you might get bonuses. All this stuff is going to add up, and it's not even a lot of different things. Here, you need to assist 4 separate squad battle matches on semi-pro difficulty with a minimum of 6 Spanish players. Put that requirement in. Get that going with some other ones. You can get some XP and some good packs and players along the process. You got season progress here too. A lot of people, depending on your grind, might take different things. Rooney, if you're at level 30, I don't think is good value. I would either take the 84 plus times 30 because that's going to give you potentially a lot of team of the seasons or at least a lot of boards and walkouts. That can be really big for helping you get a lot of those 90 pluses done. But you also have this 90 plus 1 of 5 PL La Liga, League One team of the season moments player pick that you have a chance of getting potentially some of the best team of the seasons in the game. So maybe Dino's not exactly for you, or you want to try your luck with this and maybe take a little bit slower of a chance of getting Dino over time by not taking this fodder pack and trying your luck with this. This looks like it could be potentially good value. But again, if you are focused on just getting the most fodder possible for Dino and making sure you finish him in time, this would be the better pack for you. Same goes for all the other objectives. Anytime you can take a pack, those are going to be the better ways to go. Now, speaking of objectives and the live SBC section, every single day we are getting daily logins again. It reset, so you get, I believe, another 22 days. We'll show you the rewards for that in a second. But every single day you log in, make sure you're getting this done. You do not want to miss days. They'll give you, I think, a couple days lenience, but it's the easiest thing in the world. You just chuck in a bronze player and you're good to go. We'll go to the objectives real quick to kind of show you what that looks like. But this is something that most people are already doing. It should be pretty common sense at this point. Where is it in milestones? Yeah, here we go. So I did the 1 login already. What was the 1 login? We got an 80 plus times 5 pack. If you get all the way to the end, you get a team of the season pack. That's in 22 days. But as you see here, 83 plus double, 84, 8 La Liga pack. You get a team of the season, so another 90 rated there. 8 Bundesliga player pack, 8 League One player pack, 11 75 plus League One pack, 3 84 plus player pack, 11 Serie A, Premier League pack there, 85 plus times 3. So not every single reward is the craziest here. But again, all this stuff adds up over time. Are you going to be getting a team of the season or a walkout from every single one of these? No, but the process of this stuff being out, there's stuff on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis that's going to add up if you continue doing. These are the things you want to make sure you focus on. Same thing goes for like division rivals. If you're someone who plays division rivals, or you're just starting to because you're trying to get some fodder down every way possible, something to keep in mind is if you're taking any sort of pack, if you take option 2 instead of option 1, it's going to double the packs and make them untradeable. If you're trying to put these in the SBC, it doesn't matter if it's tradable or untradeable. We just need the rating requirement. So if you want to double your chances of potentially getting these fodder cards or team of the seasons, in my opinion, this would be the smarter way to go. Hopefully that is helpful. Let's continue. We are going to have you guys go to this icon tab. It's a couple past the live section. This is where we're going to see the daily icon SBCs throughout the course of La Liga Team of the Season. I don't know if they're going to continue that into the other ones, but for La Liga at least, we're getting one a day. So Dino, obviously very expensive. We got a Puskas coming tomorrow. There might be some that are pretty cheap to do, and you might get a lot of low-rated teams, and you might have a 90-plus icon that you can get by the end of it. So my advice would be, if you get any good value on here, same way with the Player of the Months and stuff, use it as a place to offload your 83s, 84s, 85s, 86, all the stuff that's not the 90 pluses that you're using for those top teams. But if you haven't already, go to every single one of these icons that are out and do these first two sections. If you don't know what these are, it's Born Legend and Rising Stars. This is a full bronze rare team needed here, full silver rare team here, and both of these give you 2 rare gold player packs tradable. So the beauty in this is you get a lot of golds over time. If you haven't done any of these, you're going to have a ton of packs to do. If you've done every single one, make sure you're checking every single day. You get a bonus 2 packs, which will be in total 4 gold rares, 2 different sets of 2. Now, will you get crazy stuff out of this if you just do one? Probably not, but there's always a chance you can get a team of the season. Just by you watching this video, there's probably going to be at least a couple hundred of you guys. If everyone is doing this, someone is bound to get a team of the season card. And if it's something crazy good, you could have a lot of liquid coins then to help you finish this. And even not, you could get some good fodder out of here. Also, too, with gold rares, something to keep in mind, right now we are in the point of the week where we do not have a repeatable SBC, in particular the league specific that we're used to seeing. This is something that should be coming back out on Monday. And if we go to the kind of XP sections here, we can see the La Liga Premium Upgrade is set to come out on May 22nd, which is indeed, I believe, that Monday. Hopefully we get a player pick or something with it as well, but this requirement is always 11 gold rares, which sends the gold rare price up from 700 by now to usually close to 1,000 coins. Since we only have to do this once for the XP, it's probably only going to get close to 1,000 coins. When the Premier League was out, we had a bunch of bonus ones we could do. It was up to 20 that we could get XP for, a bunch of different packs, and if we got to the end, that's where the Team of the Season Matoma came from. Keep an eye on sections like this because that's something they might add for League 1 or future ones down the line when Team of the Season is still going on for Ultimate. So if you are someone who is trying to find extra ways to make packs, extra ways to get yourself some potential XP to get the season pass going, keep that in mind. But also too, if you have coins, that can be an investment you make every single week. Just pick up a bunch of gold rares for $650. You can make a couple hundred coins minimum per card, sell on a bunch of those, make profit. And then if you wanted to keep any for yourself and make those upgrade packs, that can be a really good chance to get yourself some Team of the Seasons as well, some boards and some walkouts from those league specific. I've done the Prem ones. I did a lot of them. I got some Prem for that. But when we did it for Bundesliga, we got some Bundesliga ones without doing too many packs. So especially if there's a gold common base card, those are usually the best pack from there because out of the 8 cards, 3 of them are rare, 5 of them are common. Those are going to be really easy ways to get yourself some more fodder. So from that basically covers most of the stuff. I would say keep an eye on the channel whenever a new repeatable SBC comes out. If you need to know how to grind it, we usually make videos on it. But this is something over time where those 83s, 85, that low-end stuff, as EA adds more content each day, you'll get more and more of those cards available. You'll start putting them in these higher-rated sections. And once you get the 92 done, this is honestly the hardest one. For me, like I said, I had a lot of fodder already in my club, ready to go on tradable. If you're in the position where you are questioning whether or not you want to send some people from your team, and it is early on, I would wait. What I did was I looked at my base team, which I can show you right now, and I kind of made the decision. I had a lot of 90-plus rated cards that no longer made my team. I should submit them in that because it's the best use of it. Even though I have some that maybe are lower rated in here or still my team that I could potentially be on the fence for, I still want to keep. So like Kimmich is one. I enjoy him in game. Davies I enjoy in game. Davies would be nice for a 92+. However, I do enjoy him, so I'm not going to submit him. But those more fringe cards that you tell yourself you're going to submit, you're going to put into a team for objectives to play with, or that you're going to make a fun team to play with over time, you never end up making those teams. You know it. You save your favorite nation, you save your favorite club, you save your favorite league, and those are just sitting in your club dormant. I would really consider, if you want to get this Dino done, start using a lot of those cards towards that 92 rated squad, those 91 rated squads. It's only going to get easier and simpler to do as the rating gets lower. So kind of work your way from the top down. And that's like a big recommendation too. I won't start with the, you can do the 84 team to get the loan because you need XP for that. But when it comes to the rest of the SBC, I did the bronze rare section, I did the silver rare, I did the loan, but I'm not touching the 88s, I'm not touching the 89s, I'm not touching the 90s. I'm going from top to lowest. And if you are close, again, if you are close and you don't necessarily have all the fodder, but you want to buy like a single card or a couple cards and it might cost you a little less than 100,000 coins to get done, or around 100,000 coins, this is where trading comes in, having trading tips that you can do consistently. We have a whole playlist on the channel that's in the description. We also have a video called the gold lid method. I highly recommend the gold lid method as a way of making coins. That will go into more detail in that video. But as you see here, we picked this one up for 1,600. How much can we flip them for? Geez. Lots of coins. I'm going to list them for 3K. Easy money if he sells for that. But yeah, we got trading tips on the channel. Feel free to take a look if you have coins that you want to make on a daily basis. Again, that's something that's going to add up over time. You don't even need to make crazy coins. If you can make a little more than 10K a day, that throughout a week is going to be 100K plus. That throughout the course of a month might get close to 400 to 500K. That over the course of 2 months could be 1 million plus coins. So doing little things per day is our goal that we're trying to help you do here. It's not going to be one big project that you're trying to complete at one time. It's what can you do on a daily basis if you're coming on and playing, whether it's gameplay or the menus, to make the most of your time, get the best possible chance of packing things, get the best possible fodder from the objectives, take the best possible rewards from the daily logins or the season pass. And then when it comes to like what you should actually send in here, paying attention to those things too. So yeah, the other squads, like I said, are going to be easier to do. It's only going to get simpler as we continue. There's going to be more SBCs coming out. There's going to be more repeatables. There's going to be more packs and stuff EA gives us. Once you get these done, you are good to go. So I will leave it there. If you have any questions or any more concerns, feel free to let me know in the description. If you're still watching, I made a comment how you should have 1 million plus earlier on in the video. That was specifically for if you guys are planning to buy out a bunch of stuff. With our League SBC grind, if you guys have ever seen us do it, we're not really ever losing coins doing it. Our coins move like 5,000 down, 5,000 up, 10,000 down, 10,000 up. And it's not even just from like pack pulls. It's just the top 2 teams here, we basically get all the cards back already. And the cost of these 2 we buy out, this one's relatively cheap. We get a jumbo gold pack back. That basically pays for the pack in and of itself. And then from this tradable pack here, the Prime Mixed Players pack, we usually get enough stuff to cover most of the costs here. And with the Libertadores, like I told you, I'm normally doing the gold lid method anyways and the silver lid method. That's making me good coins on a daily basis where we get a bunch of these cards already on discount and we're profiting on. So, again, that seems like the best grind in my opinion. I think if you do these things and you incorporate them throughout the month or 2 months, I think you have a really good chance of getting this done. But again, disclaimer, do not start it unless you think you can finish it. And the way I would go about finishing it is making sure you can do those higher rated teams first, kind of making sure you have those time requirements throughout the week. Remember, I said 5 to 10 hours per week. For some people, that might seem like a lot. If you're younger and you have other responsibilities going on, if you're older and maybe you have a bunch of free time to do this grind, you already know what you're doing. But for most people, like 95% of people, this SBC is bad value. You shouldn't be doing it. Stay away from it. But for those of you like me who are degenerates and you want to grind, you want to have this first owner, even if we have the coins to potentially buy it on the market, there's something about having these cards first owner. You can grind it. It is possible. It just takes work. Consistent work over a period of time. So it's not going to come tomorrow. It's not going to come the day after that. But doing this day in, day out for a week plus, 2 weeks plus, you're going to see slow progress, slow progress. And if you think about it, you have what, 62 days? And besides the bronze team, the silver team, and that 84 rated team for the loan, it's 20 teams. Let's say it's 60 days, 20 teams. Think of it like this. Every 3 days, you got to get one done. So if you get this one done within the next couple days, sweet, you can work on a 91. And then after that, you work on the next one. And then once you kind of get towards these lower ones, like we said, it's going to get easier and easier. It's going to be faster and faster to get those done too. So this might take a couple more days or a little longer than the shorter ones over here, but it will get done. Yeah, that will be it for the video. I kind of been repeating myself towards the end, but hopefully that's useful to you guys. I'm going to be grinding on stream all week, doing these same things, getting these SBCs done. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll catch you later. It's been your boy MumboElite. I'm out. God bless.